Guys, Willie here with W.T.F Car Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 Ford Maverick XLT FX4 off-road package.
And a big thanks to Chris and the rest of the management and staff here at AutoNation Ford in Brooksville, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Brooksville, Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Chris.
And as most of you guys probably know by now, Ford released the Maverick as its compact pickup truck in 2022. Right in the middle of the big electric vehicle hype, resulting in a standard 191 horsepower hybrid powertrain with a far more powerful optional 2-liter turbocharged powertrain cranking out 250 horsepower. For 2024, Ford has made that 2-liter turbocharged power plant standard across all Maverick trim levels, ranging from the $24,000 base XL all the way up to the $38,000 Lariat Tremor. Here we have the XLT sitting right above the XL with a base price of $26,000. What else we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, we get LED headlamps with a high and low beam. It's a halogen turn signal, but it's still impressive to get LED headlamps on a $26,000 base price vehicle. We get the tow hooks too, part of the FX4 off-road package. Intercooler down below for the 2-liter turbo, radiator up top, and this 2-liter turbo is very powerful. With this all-wheel drive system, you can expect 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds, and for that price point, this is a really quick vehicle. We get these pretty aggressive notches in the hood, which helps you see the corners of the vehicle a little bit easier from the driver's seat. The wheel and tire setup with this FX4 off-road package, we get these beefy Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain tires. The dimensions being 235/65 R17s. These are some of the softest tread-blocked all-terrain tires in the business, resulting in a really good ride quality. We get gunmetal gray rims with silver accents, 5-lug pattern, multi-piston front brake caliper, and we have a pretty decent amount of ground clearance here too. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly what you get. Unfortunately, no smart access, and we don't have push button start. You gotta go for the higher trims to get that. We'll take a quick look at this window sticker, see everything that we do have available on this 2024 Ford Maverick XLT all-wheel drive with a 2-liter EcoBoost engine made into an 8-speed automatic transmission with the Atlas Blue metallic exterior and the Navy Pier Med Slate trim for the interior. Standard features, you guys can pause, take a look. Optional equipment group, we have the 300A equipment group for $2,220, $800 for the FX4 off-road package, $740 for this 4K tow package, giving us a trailer brake controller and 4,000 pounds of towing capability. $650 for the Ford Co-Pilot 360, $195 for the floor liners, $795 for the 17-inch machine face gray wheels, $495 for the bed liner, which is a spray-in for $500. That's a really good value because Line X, for instance, would charge you about $600 for that. $26,300 for the base price, $5,840 in total options, totaling us out after destination at $33,750. 25 combined MPGs, 22 in the city, 29 in the highway for a capable all-wheel drive, powerful, compact pickup truck. That is a lot of power. There we go, recenter. Now, I'm not quite sure why it took so long to recenter that. But anyway, it's a unibody pickup truck, so as you see, there's no separation from the bed to the actual cab. The rear wheel and tire setup, same thing as up front. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. Hopefully pick up the shocks and dampers. We get a fully independent rear suspension too, alongside this being a unibody chassis. So this vehicle rides very similar to like a Ford Escape or like a Bronco Sport, which shares a platform with this compact truck. We get the FX4 off-road badge. I don't know what that was, just fell behind me, but it scared the crap out of me. The taillights, they do not appear to be LED. We get halogen, brake light, turn signal, and reverse light. Shout out AutoNation Ford in Brooksville, Florida for helping make this review possible. Trailer hitch, 4,000 pounds of towing capability. I'll leave a link right here and show you guys the payload. We get Maverick etched in the tailgate, Ford right above it, backup camera, part of the Ford logo. The tailgate itself is not damped, so hold on tight or it's gonna fly right off. We mentioned the spray-in bed liner, and it feels very premium. You can actually still feel the adhesive part on it, so it's very fresh. The bed has Ford etched in it. We get 8 total tie downs in this bed too, with a little bit of a storage pocket to the right with a 20-pound max weight limit. Hopefully you guys can pick it up on camera. But shutting this thing right up, we can shut this tailgate up too. Take a step back, get a good look at the exhaust tip with this 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. And speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire it up and hear how she sounds. All right, guys, that was the sound of the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine sold by Ford for the 2024 Maverick. And it sounds pretty good, cranking out 250 horsepower, 277 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive system. You can expect this about 3,700 pound compact pickup to get the 60 in under 6 seconds, making it a no-joke performer. But what you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right down. No hydraulic struts, unfortunately, and I did not shut the hood. There we go. Now it is closed. Take a step back, walk around this 2024 Maverick one more time, and let's take a step inside and see what we get with around a $26,000 base price, $33,000 after destination, and some really useful options. If we didn't mention, we get blind spot monitoring on the glass too, but no smart access. Up top, we get a nice texture, but it's hard plastic. We get a pretty soft marine grade vinyl armrest. We get a plastic door handle up top too. Lock and unlock a separated area for the window controls. We get auto one touch for the way down for the driver, not for the way back up, and not auto one touch at all for any of the passengers. No power folding mirrors, but they're 4-way adjustable, one of your 6 speakers, and a decent storage compartment down below. Taking a step inside, the seats are a nice fabric material with orange contrast stitching. They're completely manual adjustable. You can option in the luxury package or convenience package. I'm not quite sure exactly what it's called. I'll leave a link right here. But that gives you both push, engine start stop, and a power driver's seat. But you can still recline, drop lift, and slide the front seats with latches. But taking a step inside, again, as you mentioned, we don't have push, engine start stop. So you just turn the key, but it's an electronic key. So all you gotta do is just flick it, and the engine starts right up. But first thing you notice, not a whole lot of changes here in the interior. The dashboard's hard plastic. We're gonna be doing some cost cutting measures everywhere we can here to keep this base price as close to $25,000 as possible, while still offering an extremely powerful power plant. The steering wheel, of course, is just injection molded plastic. We get 10-2 bolstering notch and a very solid 9-3 area. The horn area is hard plastic. The horn itself, wow, really loud and aggressive. People will definitely be getting out of your way. On the left side, we have our cruise control settings and volume adjustments. On the right side, you can skip your songs, voice commands, hang up and answer your phone calls, and the adjustments for this infotainment. Right now, we're looking at our seat belts, tire pressure. You can also see the song that's currently playing, fuel economy, trip 1, and right back to where we started. Cool. The stocks have a satisfying click. The gauges, we have a 6,500 RPM tach, 140 mile an hour speedometer. We don't get auto rain sensing wipers, but of course wouldn't be expected. You do get auto headlamps, but no auto high beams. The interior lights and our in-bed light right below, and we get our trailer brake controller, and it tells us that we don't have a trailer connected. Hopefully you get a good look at your pedals, hood latch release in the corner. We get our 8-inch touchscreen with a 6-speaker audio system, and honestly, it doesn't sound all that bad. We don't get navigation, of course, but we get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can mirror your phone to the screen, and the shortcuts down below for the skip, pause, and volume and tune dials. The gear selector is down below, controlling the 8-speed automatic transmission. The backup camera, pretty high resolution. We get guidance lines and trajectory, and a center icon so you can line up your hitch and receiver. Throwing right back into park, we return right back to the previous screen. We get automatic climate control, and I like the way they do this automatic climate control, where you can adjust the vents manually, or you can just simply press the auto function and have it done all for you. But I prefer manual climate, especially when it's 67 degrees outside. USB-A and C port, 12 volt right next to a ton of storage down below. No wireless charging pad, but on the left, that's where it would be if it was optioned in. 2 cup holders, you'll fit 24-ounce bottles, electronic parking brake. We have our drive mode select. Our drive modes include normal, tow haul, slippery, mud rut, sand, and right back to where we started. So since we don't have a sport mode, I'll leave it in normal mode for the duration of this review. You can turn off the traction control, auto hold, hill descent control, and you can turn off your auto engine start stop. Behind it, we have more storage compartments, more storage behind it, stitched, gushy soft armrest. It's a leatherette trim or a marine grade vinyl. It feels premium, but it's not a genuine leather. Massive center console. You'll fit probably 6 or 7 1-liter bottles of soda. More of that contrasted trim, but again, all hard plastic. I like these orange slashes too, going through each and every air vent. The glove box is not damp, but it's huge. You'll fit 25 plus license plates in there. You'll easily fit 2 pairs of shoes. The rear view mirror is not frameless or auto dimming. Got to pull this flappy thing to dim it. Sunglass holder, no moonroof. The interior lights are LED. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat of this 2024 Ford Maverick. My backrest is extremely reclined, so it's probably not going to help us see what's going on space-wise in the back seat, but I lifted it up a little bit to being more at a realistic height. And let's take a quick look at this back seat, see how much space is offered back here, as well as the overall quality of the materials. So we get a nice padded armrest. The Santa Cruz from Hyundai does not get a padded armrest in the rear. It's still hard plastic up top, but to be expected since that was the case up front. Plastic door handle, power window, not auto one touch. You get 2 cup holders and you'll fit some snacks or car accessories in front of it. The seats still get that nice orange contrast stitching with a 2-tone cloth material. We can lift these seats up. Unfortunately, those floor mats are going to fall down and it's going to be impossible for me to drop this seat, but hopefully you can pick up the massive storage compartment underneath these rear seats in the Maverick. Legroom, it's not a whole lot, but the way that they contour these seats in an inward position allows me to have a lot more knee room than I was expecting. About 2-3 inches headroom. I have about 2-3 inches. So if you're under 6'4", 6'5", you'll sit in the back of your seat settings in the Maverick with no problem, and that says a lot. We get an additional 12 volt back here. Unfortunately, no air vents, at least none that blow directly in your face. There is something going on underneath the front seats, but again, nothing that blows directly in our face. The interior light back here is LED. We get a center little armrest cubby. Of course, it's cloth, and you'll fit 2 16 maybe squeeze 24-ounce bottles in there. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this 2024 Ford Maverick FX4 off-road package. We didn't mention we get a push-to-open gas cap, 87 plus octane fuel with easy fill. That's nice, so you can put regular gas in this powerful 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. But that's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this 2024 Ford Maverick XLT FX4 off-road package. This is a really good value for the money. It is capable, 4,000 pounds of towing. You got these beefy all-terrain tires and a powerful 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which is now standard. And speaking of that power plant, let's take this 2024 Ford Maverick XLT FX4 out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2024 Ford Maverick XLT with the FX4 off-road package. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. Really good throttle response. That's my first impression. Quick shifts, good mid-range. It's a really powerful power plant. You look down and you are moving. And with these all-terrain tires, you run over the bumps and you feel nothing. Since we don't have a live rear axle out rear, just a fully independent rear suspension, we can turn around over here. But since we have fully independent rear suspension, it really feels a lot more premium than a traditional pickup truck. Let's take a quick look at this real world turning radius. Let this guy go in front of me. But the turning radius is extremely sharp on the gas. Ooh. Yeah, guys, this thing rips. I could definitely see 0 to 60 happening under 6 seconds. All right, guys, taking a step over here, we can throw it in a little bit quicker than we should. The handling is good. Good low end, good mid-range on this concrete pavement. You hear a tiny bit of wind noise, but as far as road noise, you don't hear any. Usually when you go with all-terrain tires, that's a lot of people's concern, is they don't want to hear too much road noise. That is definitely not the case here. Wind noise, they could do a little bit better of isolation, but at the end of the day, it's really not bad at all. We could try a high-speed pull, slow down a little bit on the gas. Woo! Wow. This thing takes off. But just cruising along, we can try out this lane keep assist feature. Yep, it does throw you back in your lane. It's not much of a lane centering assist like you see with Hyundai or Kia cars, but it still keeps you out of the other lane, especially on high-speed roads like this without any type of center divider. Throwing it in through these twisties. The steering feels good. It's not overly light. You have a little bit of bite and feedback as soon as you actually start turning the wheel. It's not a hydraulic steering rack, of course, but for an electric steering rack, it feels surprisingly good. Let's try out one more real world turning radius. Let this guy pass. Look at that, really sharp turning radius. As soon as he passes, we'll try one out off the line. All right, guys, off the line, slight brake torque, and let's go. Ooh. We don't have to beat it up a whole lot further through the twisty. Everything feels really, really sharp. Guys, if you're looking for a sub $35,000 vehicle and you want to maximize practicality and performance, I'm not saying that you're necessarily looking for a pickup, but you don't mind the idea of owning a pickup. This really is one of the best vehicles per dollar on the road today. All right, guys, taking a step out here, we can lean into it about a third of the way, daily acceleration. It picks up speed and gets to highway speed really quickly. Overall, guys, if you're looking for an ultimate balance of practicality and performance, I really don't see how you can beat this vehicle. It's undercutting its main competition, that being the Hyundai Santa Cruz Turbo, which starts at around the $40,000 price point. Yes, you can absolutely option up a Maverick into the $40,000 price point, but this starts at $26K, $23,800 if you want to go for the XL, and it's standard with the turbo 4-cylinder, whereas the Santa Cruz is standard with the naturally aspirated 2.5, which, yes, it may be a little bit more reliable in the long term, won't argue that, but as far as performance, this power plant is more than 2 full seconds, or about 2 full seconds quicker to 60. And for that reason, I think this is a way better value per dollar, and I would definitely recommend checking one out. And a big thanks to Chris and the rest of the management and staff here at AutoNation Ford in Brooksville, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Brooksville, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Chris. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.